Hi guys, it's Nancy and I want to show you the September 2023 Glimmer of the Month. Very big, beautiful sunflower plate. You can see how gorgeous that is. I am going to put that in my Glimmer so it is ready to go. It is warming up. Very large. Also comes with the top die to cut that out. Comes with the sentiment that says, "I'm truly grateful," and the die to cut out the sentiment. So we're going to put those aside for just a second. And then it comes with the blush foil. Yep. And I just did a video showing the other club of the month that I get, which is the 3D embossing folder of the month, which you can see here are these beautiful, cool, fun mushrooms. The Better Press of the month, which does not come in these green folders. That's how I store them, which is this, again, corner floral, and the sentiment, "Thankful for everything you do," and the die to cut out the sentiment. I fussy cut this part out. So you can see that 3D embossing folder in the back. There's the Better Press corner sunflowers and the sentiment that comes with that. And then on the inside, I put the the wax seal of the month, which is Fall Meadow, and that comes with copper wax this month. So there you can see that. All right, so that came together very nicely, but that video was running a little long, so I said I would do this one separately. So my Glimmer machine is warming up with that. I'm not going to use the blush foil this time. I'm going to use some aura foil because I think it'll look really pretty in this. Oh, this one's not opened. Let's grab one that's opened. Because you can never have too much aura foil. Here we go. And that's getting warmed up pretty quickly. Oh, it says it's ready. The green light is on. So we're going to put that pretty side of the foil down. And I have a piece of A2 size cardstock here. And it's going to go all the way across your cardstock. Okay, we're going to let that blink. While that is doing that, I was thinking this would look really pretty, like as a kind of a sunset background. So while that's doing that, let's do some really quick ink blending. And I'm going to use my Lisa Horton inks because they're my favorite. My new favorites. Alright, so I'm going to start with some yellow. Sweet Treat. And if you haven't seen these inks, they're pigment ink and they have a shimmer in them. So, I don't know how I'm on the camera, I'm just going to pick it up. See that shine? Okay. And I'll link those for you guys. But they've been a lot of fun, so I've had a lot of fun playing with them. All right, this one is Golden Sun, which is a little bit of an orangey reddish color. And it's a pigment ink, so it blends very nicely, and you have time, a little bit of time to play with it and get it incorporated. Okay, we'll go back in with the yellow and correct that here. Just do some more blending on this side, right down the center there. Okay, and then for that top portion, I want a little bit of purple. Purple, you say? Yes, purple. Okay. All right, so this is my blended sky. I'm going to go in and clean up my purple a little bit more. And this is just our background, so it doesn't have to be perfect either. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to clean up the desk and bring in our platinum and run our glimmer plate through. Probably should have done the sentiment at the same time, but that's okay. We're going to let that cool down. Take this plate off, and then we'll do the sentiment. Beautiful. And I'm going to save the waste foil because I can use that as well on another project. I'm going to die cut this out. So I have A, B, cutting plate, top plate. Here is the die to cut it out. And I'm going to secure that with just a little bit of low tack tape. Beautiful. And then this top portion, I'm going to reuse this paper to hot foil the sentiment. I'm going to cut a tiny little piece of foil off the top of this. So put that piece of foil in there, reuse this cardstock. Okay, we're going to give that time to heat up. And then we will glimmer and hot foil, or glimmer and die cut that sentiment out. So here is this. Here is this. Look how pretty that is. You can't really see my yellow, but that's okay. All right. So now it's just a matter of cutting this. I do have some foil flaking, so I'm just going to take a light piece of tape And again, you just want to use some low tack washi tape. And anywhere that there's fine areas where you kind of see that foil flaking up, that's normal. That's because of the intricate design in this plate. It doesn't always happen. It's not considered overfoiling. It's just the little tiny cracks and crevices and angles of the design kind of capture that foil. And so if you just take a little piece of low tack tape and lightly dab it over those areas, it will pull up anywhere that there is extra foil that you don't necessarily want it. All right, now this is the part some of you might go, what are you doing, Nance? I'm going to take my yellow ink, sweet treat, and I'm going to ink blend the bottom of this. Yeah, we're going to do some ink blending here. Don't worry. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, let that dry, clean this up, run our Glimmer sentiment through. Comes with the matching die to cut that out. It's fine. Same thing. We're going to die cut it and then we'll take that extra foil off of there. And again, a little bit of that foil down at the bottom there and in between the little letters. I do this and it works 99% of the time before I get a mono sand eraser, because sometimes the sand eraser, depending on the paper that you're using, could scratch up your paper. See, that took all that extra foil flaking off. Okay, so that's good. That's ready to go. Now for this, I'm going to color this in with some markers. Oh, you guys never see me color, and I've been doing a lot of coloring lately. What is wrong with me? Well, you know, Spellbinders makes it pretty easy. I'm going to turn my little overhead light on here just so I can see a little better. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare. Come on. There we go. Let's turn him like that. I need sunglasses to look at this sunflower. It's so pretty. So pretty. There's a gnat over here thinking it's real. Come on, buddy. Get out of here. I'm going to get him. This would be the part, if Nancy learned to edit her videos, that I would put some pretty music on and fast forward, but I'm too lazy to do that for you guys, so you're just going to have to sit and watch. But seriously, though, if you don't want to sit and watch the coloring, tap the right side of the screen over here 2 times, and it will fast forward 10 seconds. And if you miss anything, you can tap the left side of the screen 2 times, and it will rewind 10 seconds for you. But I know a lot of times I do skip the coloring. Lately I've been leaving it in the videos because you guys have been commenting that you would like to watch. I guess it's therapeutic to watch somebody else do it. For some of you guys. Not doing anything special. I'm using Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. Use what you have. I always say foil first, color second, because you never know if your markers are going to leave some kind of residue behind that your foil might stick to. So foil first and then color after. And this is pretty easy. I mean, it's just the flowers and some greenery, so this isn't going to take very long. I'm not doing anything super special here. I might do a little bit of light blending, but I only have a handful of these markers, so I'm not going to spend all day on there. You could use color pencils. I wouldn't recommend anything too watercolory on this paper. I think it's Hammer Mill 100 pound because you don't want it to pill. Okay, so you got 3 big flowers, some greenery here. This I only have like maybe 15 colors. I don't have that many. So this is just regular yellow. This is just a nice light regular green. I don't know. Yeah, light green. This is a nice big plate, if you remember, like the tulips plate. I love that tulips plate. So I think this will be very popular, especially for all my sunflower fans. Did I say 3 sunflowers before? There's 4. Why did I say 3? My brain didn't see one of them. That is a piece of dog hair, Heidi hair. And again, nice large plate for you guys that want to do like a 5x7. You could easily make this into a bigger card. Okay, there's our green. Did I miss anybody? I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do the center. This is oatmeal. It's a nice light brown. Now, I do have a darker brown. It's just called brown. Okay, it's looking pretty good, right? But I don't want to put this on my background, and you kind of see where we have some of that orangey red. The purple's not too hard to do. That's pretty much just at the tips here. So I need to carefully get some of that orange incorporated. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush. Too big even. And we're going to bring that color back in. Same thing, just kind of going to go off my page and just lightly bring that in. Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of want to get it in. And the foil's going to resist, so don't worry about the foil. Just try to keep it out of your flowers. The more saturated your brush is, the better this is going to go on. You don't want your brush too dry because it will leave brush strokes. So we really want it to be kind of saturated with color. Don't try to be like super precise, just try to get it as neat as you can. Most people are not even going to notice if you go out of the lines. They're just going to notice how cool it's going to look when you give it to them. And I'm really, again, just trying not to get it on my flower. You don't have to do it this way. This is just what I'm doing. You could certainly just color it in with marker, but I want it to kind of match my background. You know, there's a reason I don't do my own nails, because I can't not get nail polish on my cuticles. So it's kind of the same thing here. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I stay off of the yellow. I'm not worried too much about the green, because that orange and green will just kind of look brownish. But this is why I don't paint my own nails, just so you guys know. Because it looks like a 5-year-old did it. My daughter does her nails better than I can do my nails. She's only 10. All right, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm really just kind of rolling my brush around, making sure it's saturated. The more ink, just like when we're doing ink blending, the better this is going to come out. When it dries out, that's when you can see that. You could also use a blending marker, I suppose, instead of a brush. Probably more precise if you use the blending marker. Home stretch, almost done. And I know the tippy tops of this have some purple in there. Just going to try to get some of this orange incorporated a little bit better here. All right, I think that's pretty good. And I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that purple just to the edges. All right. Probably being a little more precise than I really want to be here. Okay. So now I have this beautiful foiled panel. I'm going to take a soft cloth and just kind of wipe away at any excess ink or marker that might be sitting on top of our foiling. And now when I line this up, see how that almost looks kind of seamless, right? Can't even tell really, unless you go looking for it, where I missed. And if you really wanted to be a perfectionist, I suppose you could go in there and touch all those spots up. But it's designed to be handmade art for a reason, you guys. So now we're just going to attach it to our card panel. I do think I want to pop this portion up. So we're going to use our Spellbinders tape runner. Super smooth, refillable. I have not had this thing jam up on me yet. I've been using it for quite a while. We're going to line up the bottom. And this is the same Hammermill 100-pound cardstock. So it's just really easy to use. And then I have some of the Spellbinders foam squares. See, if I would have left this on the other video, it would have been like an hour long. Would you guys watch that? If it wasn't live, an hour long? I don't know that I could do that. Not without fast forwarding it. If you guys are interested in signing up for the Glimmer of the Month to get this, and you are not part of any other Glimmer programs, you have to wait until the 6th to sign up. They will fulfill the orders of current members first. If you are a current member, you should be able to sign up for this between the 1st and the 5th. Once it sells out, it sells out. If they have any extras, they will offer them on the website after everybody's order is fulfilled. I don't think this one is going to stay in stock. I know sunflowers are very, very popular. I know that the tulip one sold out very quickly when it was the Glimmer of the Month. So if you are into sunflowers and you are into glimmering, I would say you might want to hurry and get this one. And all the links are down below if you want to sign up. And again, check out my other video where I showed the 3D folder of the month, the wax seal of the month, and the better press of the month. And then check out my friend Tracy. She has stamp and die of the month, and I think she gets like the small die of the month, or she gets the regular 3D folder. All right, so see how that ink blending now kind of ties everything together. And I can put my sentiment on there. Should we? Yes, we have to. We can't not ink blend that. Oh no, we're covering up our foil. It's really going to pop because Aura foil is a holographic rainbow foil. And by putting this purple ink on there, and this ink has such beautiful shimmer that it literally looks like you're like at a sunset because of that golden shimmer on there. And this, I'm just going to put like this. And again, take a little soft cloth and just wipe over that foil, and that'll bring it back up. And there we go with the September, I can't believe that, September 2023, you guys. Glimmer of the Month. Beautiful sunflower plate. I see another spot that needs to be touched up. I'm going to keep touching things up. Okay, quit fussing with it, Nance. There we go. What do you think? Is this one that you think you're going to be interested in? If you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, post them down below. Again, if you're interested in signing up in any of these clubs, I would love for you to be able to use my link that lets Spellbinders know that I sent you over their way. And I do get a small commission from Spellbinders. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on foiling. Bye-bye.